It was Christmas 1863, and the nation at that time was deeply divided by civil war. The great American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was sitting in his study at Cambridge, Massachusetts, and he was overcome with worry and despair. He had taken a strong stand on abolishing slavery in his poems, but now he was grieving for his country and also worried about his young son, a lieutenant, who had been wounded in battle. And so he scribbled these words: "In despair I bowed my head, there is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill toward men." But as he wrote those words, Longfellow became aware of the sound of bells pealing from a nearby church. And he felt that those bells pealed hope, assurance, and the presence of something much stronger than the despair that had gripped his soul. And so Longfellow began to edit and rewrite his scribbling. And this is what he said: "Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor does God sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill for all." You may recognize the words of Longfellow because it became the poem that was based on Americans' Christmas carol. We know that song, "I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day." Friends, today's beautiful gospel reminds us, in the ringing of Christmas bells, in the Christmas hymns that we sing, in today's readings, in the stirring of the infant in Elizabeth's womb, God says to humanity in every time and place, "I am with you. I am with you every step of the way. I am with you in every storm. I am with you when the dark night seems unending." Today, we're reminded in Mary's child, the love of God becomes real to us. The peace and the justice of God become possible. And in our day and age, with all the struggles that our country and we face, we need to be reminded of this truth, that with God all things are possible, peace and justice are possible. And so the good news of today's gospel can be summed up in a little story. There was a 4-year-old boy, and he's waiting with his mother at the doctor's office. And they're talking about all kinds of things, questions that kids might ask, like, what am I doing here? When's the doctor going to come in? And then the little boy asks his mother, why isn't God married? And finally, the boy asks the ultimate question, why doesn't God just get tired and stop all the things that God is doing? And his mother thought for a while, and then she answered her son. She said, God is love, and love never gets tired. God is love, and love never gets tired. And I'd ask you today, as we approach now Christmas, where in our hearts, where do we need to hear and trust these words today? The truth of what Advent and Christmas brings to us, the good news. God is love, and love never gets tired.